Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's ASCII here, and today we're going to take a look at crafting in Strife. Like any of the classic MOBA games, Strife is all about saving up gold to buy items to make your character stronger as the match progresses. All items are first made up of components that provide the basic stat boosts, including increased health and mana pools, faster health and mana regeneration, and boosted power and attack speed. Then when combined with a recipe, they make a completed item. So for example, let's take the late game item, the Power Conduit. This item combines a power relic, a mana stone and a health crystal along with the recipe. The stats from all the components remain after the final item is made, but the player will also get an extra 32 power, and any kills and assists will grant you 20% of your mana back over 5 seconds. Every item in the game works like this, but from level 4 onwards, Strife offers you the ability to change the components that make up each item. So for example, if we take the Power Conduit again, but don't really have much use for a larger mana pool, you could change out the mana stone for a second power relic, meaning the item now consists of 2 power relics, a health crystal and the recipe. Having the option to change out components means you can make the item more fitting to your build and adds almost endless customization options to tweak and adjust how you're going to play the game. However, there are limitations to what components can be used for what items, and this is done through a scoring system. It works by giving each component a value, and the total of all these components must match the value of the item you're trying to make. They are given scores based on how strong they are and how much gold they cost, so a basic component is scored 1, middle of the road ones are scored 2 or 3, and then the maximum strength is scored at 5. Let's take a look at a different item to see how this works. So the crystalline shiv is usually made up of 2 power shards and a clarity shard, giving it a value of 3. So you can make this item have any combination of 3 1 value components. For example, 2 mana shards and a health shard. Or alternatively, you could use a single 3 cost item like a power crystal. So long as the scores of all the components add up to the value of the item you're trying to make, you can combine them any way you see fit. You also can't go over the total value of the item. The main reason for this is to simply stop new players from being able to create a bad item that won't help them in game. So that's how you can customise the way you create any item in Strife. But you can also enchant the item to give it even further depth to your character. All items have a selection of possible enchantments that can be added on. These include things like cooldown reductions, power boosts, lifesteal and much more. After you complete the crafting section, you can then choose from a selection of enchantments or no enchantment at all. Keep in mind however that adding an enchantment will increase the cost of the recipe in a match, meaning it can delay how quickly you can get your hands on it. Once you've finished choosing your enchantment, you can pay to create it with either elixirs, the in-game currency for crafting, or with gems, the real money currency. So that's how crafting works in Strife. If there's anything else you'd like to know, head on over to strife.gamepedia.com, the link is in the description below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave us a comment if you have anything to add. But for now, I've been ASCII, and thank you for watching.